But I can remember the first song I wrote, and the first song I wrote, I was 16 or 17, and I was dating a girl, and she decided that she liked my friend better. And so I wrote her a song, and I thought, my first song, I thought, I'll play this song to her and she'll come back. And it didn't work. But I still was left with the song. And when I first wrote the song, it went like that. It was all soft and, oh my God. Yeah, it was all. I changed it, right? So now it goes down. So it's like completely changed now. When I spoke before about how I feel playing music alone, for myself, by myself, alone, to myself, and I get that dream state, the euphoric feeling of playing, you know, it's releasing endorphins in my mind, and I'm feeling it run through my body, and I've had my eyes closed for an hour and a half now and playing the same thing for an hour and a half, you know. I think what happens after a little while of continually doing that and then trying to write songs and perform songs is I try and, without really consciously doing it, I take that feeling out into performance. And that is what I would, if I could try and put it in brackets or try and put it in a nutshell, that I guess is part of, or the essence of, the X Factor. Right? That's might be the essence that people see in a performance that says this is special, you know, because it's completely and wholly themselves. Like David Bowie used to cut out newspaper headlines and put them in a hat, shake them up and then tip them on the floor. And then how they landed, that's how he would write a song out of that. Right? That was one way he used to do it. You know? So yeah, I think the first rule in any of this industry is there are no rules. You know? And the second rule is to refer back to rule 1. I think really follow yourself in any of this. And my dad was a master at entertainment. He was a full eccentric. For no reason, and he would have a lot of fun with it, right? For no reason, he used to like get dressed up on Friday the 13th. He would put these huge boots on, all black. He would have a skeleton mask on, long hair. He'd put blood out of his face. He would put claw gloves on. He would get a hessian bag with limbs hanging out. He'd get a severed head and a big black for Dracula's cape, and he'd go walking down the street at midnight. For no reason, but just to entertain himself. I mean, that kind of thing is cool. You know? He didn't necessarily get locked up, so that was all cool. And when he got to the nightclub down the street, the bouncer said, "Come on in, Billy." They knew it was him, right? And one of the best things he ever told me is, he says, when you do a set of music, if I'm trying to go out there and do a set of music, the first song of my set and the last song of my set have got to be bombs. They've got to be dynamite. Because it's the first thing someone sees. If I'm sitting down at a show, I'm about to watch somebody, they come out, bang, and they deliver both barrels straight away. Wow, that was cool. You know, for the next 3 minutes, I don't care what they do. The first one was, wow, they could play Papa or whatever it is. The next song, and I don't really care, right? And then something else is going to happen through the show for sure. And then the last song has got to be a crescendo too. It's got to be a double barrel, right? Oh, wow. Because it's the last thing I remember. I walk away from that show going, I felt the first thing, wow, what's the last thing? That was the last, wow. Whatever happened in the middle was cool, but the first and the last are really powerful times of the set. I mean, we do a thing now that with the keg, I don't know if people have seen that thing, and that was quite an organic growth. How it came about was I played duos for quite a while. I played duos for a couple of years before it progressed to a trio, and progressed from there to what we're doing now. And I was playing duo with my drummer, and he just had brushes and snare drum and just a little, not a big loud kit, just a sort of a soft ticky kit behind the guitar. And I wasn't playing slide at the time, I hadn't started playing slide. And I was at a venue, and there was probably about this many people here scattered out way over, you know, and no one was really paying attention. I'd finish a song and there'd be 3 people go, you know, the other 30 people would take a drink, and 16 of them were playing pokies, and that was the thing. And I want a reaction. I want to be successful at this thing. I want to make this work. So what can I do? So I grabbed a pair of his drumsticks, and I said, keep playing, the beat. He was playing the Bo Diddley beat, and I went out and I started to hit on all the tables and chairs. That woke him up.